You're watching Cheery TV.
Howdy everybody, and welcome back to Table for One. Today we're here to play Ticket to Ride, an absolute classic, an absolute gem. This game's very fun, and it's also very easy and pretty straightforward. To win the game, you gotta get the most points, and you get points by playing trains on the board with the ticket card, not the ticket cards, with the train cards that you're going to be drawing throughout the game. To set up the game, you give everybody their trains, you lay out 5 of these little train cars. As you can see, each one is designated to a specific color. Those colors indicate which routes they can be played on. So as you can see, Little Rock to New Orleans is a 3 green train. In order to play a train from Little Rock to New Orleans, you need to pick up 3 green trains. Or there's also special wild cards in there. Those can work as any train. Basically, on your turn, you can either draw 2 trains of any color from the little board here. You can draw 1 wild. If there's a wild card on here, it costs your entire draw to grab that. Otherwise, you can grab 2 of any color. You can also draw from the top of the pile, and if you get a wild card from drawing from the top of the pile, you can still draw another card because you're just kind of a gamer like that. The other thing you can do is you can get tickets, which is very important to. It's pretty much where you're going to be scoring a lot of late game points, because at the beginning of the game as well, each player is given 3 tickets, and they get to decide from these tickets which 2 they want to keep. They can keep all 3 if they think they can do all 3, but basically, I don't know why they're laying out like that. Basically, as you can see here, these are train routes. These are routes you want to kind of be playing for to complete throughout the entire game. If you complete it, let's say I complete Los Angeles to Chicago, I gain 16 points. If I fail to get Los Angeles to Chicago, I lose 16 points. So it's very important that I focus on these train routes before I do anything else with these trains. So you kind of get a little bit of an idea of where you want to start with the 2 that you get in the beginning, or the 3. I feel like I have 2 things going from Vancouver. I'm going to keep like Vancouver to Montreal and Vancouver to Santa Fe. So I'm going to have a big old train going that way. You also get more points at the end of the game for having the longest train. I think it's like 10 points or something. I'll remember it as the game goes on. But that's pretty much the game. The game ends when one player is down to 0, 1, or 2 trains, and then everybody gets 1 more turn, and then that's the end of the game. And then we score points. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, like we just take our turns drawing cards. I don't think there's a card hand limit, and I guess I should have mentioned as well. The other option you can do on the game, which is pretty obvious, is to play trains. So once you have enough train cards, you can then spit them all out onto whatever route you want, as long as it's the correct color. The gray ones mean you can place any color. But the specific colors mean you have to place that specific color amount of trains cards on the board if you actually want to play it. And then, as you can see, points kind of scale with the more trains that you get. Like, you get a 1 point for having 1 train, but if you go up to 5 or 6, you get 10 or 15 points. It's a lot. So that's pretty much the game. It's going to be blue versus red. I'm going to keep these cards, and then I'm also going to be playing for red. We're just going to see who gets the luckiest draws, I suppose. We're just going to have a good old time. It's going to be fun, and I'll see you then. Enjoy Ticket to Ride, everyone. But yeah, so now I have red tickets to choose from because I didn't do that just yet. So, again, I don't know what theirs are. I see big points, but I also see a very long straight train that's going to be a pain in the ass. It's full of the same sorts of colors. Dallas to New York can cut into Little Rock, so it'd already be kind of started over there. And I said to go to Winnipeg, but it seems like a lot. You know, these are 2 connected to New York. We'll do that. We'll just rock that, and I won't even. You know what? Maybe we can do all 3. You know what? He's going to keep all 3. He's confident he can do all 3. I don't have like a coin or anything, so I'm just going to say that blue gets to go first, because why not? And so now he gets to start. This bag, by the way, is just full of trains. It looks like it's full of little squares, well, rectangles, I should say, but it's just full of trains. Don't worry about that, guys. It's all okay. We're okay. So I'm going to start here. So I really need to start Vancouver to Montreal badly. So it's kind of just a big straight line. I need whites, I need blacks. So I'm going to grab me a white card, and then I have to flip this, get another one. Nothing I really want, so I can also think about Vancouver to Santa Fe, which is over to here. I would need yellow. The easiest route would be one, the yellows, the greens, and then Santa Fe. So we need a yellow and a green. A yellow is probably the most important, because then we can branch off if we have to get around that. So I'm going to take the yellow, and then it's going to flip that over. So now there's a wild card. Now, I've done my turn. It's now Red's turn. Red needs to go from Seattle to New York very, very badly, and he sees, hey, that yellow route's probably going to be the smartest way to do it, but he doesn't have any yellows on the board. So otherwise, he wants to go from New York to Dallas. New York is here. Dallas. I mean, green's pretty important, so we're going to grab some green, and there's a white there. If he can't go that way, he could go up and over to that way. So he's going to grab that white, because he's thinking that could be a smart play. Also, whenever there's 3 of these on the board at one time, then the whole thing gets discarded and reshuffled. It's just that way there's always stuff to be grabbed on the board. It's Blue's turn now. Blue says, hey, let's grab one from the top. It's a black. A black is good. And then we're going to grab a wild card, because I can. Because you can still do that. Actually, no, that takes your whole turn, so you can take another one of those. I'm sorry, doing that no matter what will take your entire turn. He doesn't really need any of those. He could need the red if he has to adjust to pink, so he'll grab a red just in case. He's playing for everything. Oh, and we actually hit 3, so we're now taking all those, and we are saying sayonara. Shuffle that up again. We go 1, we go 2, we go 3, we go 4, and we go 5. So now, again, plenty of options for red, as red thinks, hey, I need to start some whites. That's pretty important. And that gets replaced with another white, which he will be taking. So there we go. So he's already got a very big jump on that. He would prefer yellow, but yellow doesn't seem to want to show up. So I think he's going to just assume that's the way he's going to have to go, which is a shame. But, hey, he's already like halfway there. He's already kicking some serious ass. But now it is my turn as Blue. And Blue's going to grab the black, because, again, he needs to go all the way over the top. So he's also trying to do that exact same maneuver. So he doesn't. I mean, he could kind of work it into the path he's already taken from Vancouver to Santa Fe. He can go down and around. But obviously, he doesn't want to have to do that if he doesn't have to. So he will grab the black, and he will grab one off the top. Another black. Great. Okay, so he's already getting some pretty good starts there. And again, you don't have to start in any of these cities. You can place a train wherever the hell you want. I could place one over here, and then I could place one over here. It doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter. Don't understand how that works, but it doesn't matter. He's going to take a wild card, because he's like, screw it. Get that off the table. Oh, it was a yellow. He should have grabbed from he should have grabbed from there, but it's fine. He will grab that yellow, because he's like, oh, yellow, yummy, yum. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. And then he will grab one off the top for a blue, a pretty useless blue, but that's fine. And now it is Red's turn. Again, it's a lot of just back and forth. It's a lot of just... I'm going to try to keep the board, like, steady. I'm going to try to keep the camera not moving from this point forward. So we, as Red, can grab... Let's see. He could grab another wild, and then he's only 1 white away. But... He's going to take his luck. He tries luck on that. He gets a black. Not great. He'll grab a green. I guess he does need the green, so he probably should have just done that. Lots of pink. Lots and lots and lots of jets and planes over there. So, if they want pink, there's plenty of pink. What do they want to do? As Blue, he's thinking, hey, if I grab that wild, or I can grab from the side there. The blue isn't very necessary. He doesn't see any of his things that necessitate blue. So he's not worried about the blue. He might need the pinks though. So he's gonna grab 2 of these pinks. And again, there's no hand limit. I'm just really bad at keeping this proper. We're gonna go that. Oh, I should have waited to get that black one. But it's it's fine. It's a little too late now. It's okay. Back over to Red, and Red says, you know what, I'm just going to take the plunge, I'm grabbing the other wild, and I'm hoping that a white one doesn't show up, and it doesn't, because then he just needs to get some whites. He needs 1 more white, and he can place that 6 train. Also, there isn't even like a player token. There we go. I only just realized they didn't give any, like, point tracker. So there we go. So he grabs a wild, and now it's Blue's turn. Blue is going... I don't want to like, be too zoomed out. This is good. Let's see. Blue will grab the black, because he doesn't need a black. And then... Oh, it's another pink. He'll take another pink. He'll take the other pink. Just to have... You know, that's actually a great way to do this. We'll just have it... So that way, they're all... There we go. Look at this. It's so much easier to understand what's happening. This makes it a lot easier. At least visually. Well, not necessarily visually, but like enough. So, I grabbed a black. And now, ooh, a white. I'm taking that. Taking the white. And that exposes another wild card. Which, you know what? He's just saying, screw it. I'm taking it. Because I kind of don't have a choice. Now it's my turn. As, Blue... Blue says he could place a train, get some points. None of these trains really speak to him right now, so he could just get that path figured out in case of things going wrong. But I think he wants to save them for this. Actually, oh yeah, so he's going to grab some more pinks. Because if things go awry, he's going to need those pinks. So hey, there we go. And now it's White's turn. White says, I'm building a damn train. He's playing 3 of his whites. I'm going to place this like that, just so I know it's a discard pile. 3 of his whites and 3 of his random cards for 6 trains total. He's going to be playing a 6 train from Calgary to Winnipeg. He's making the moves. He's making the plays. So he now has staked his claim over there, which means that Blue is going to have a much harder time getting from Vancouver to Santa Fe. He's going to have to kind of go a weird long way, which he was kind of preparing for already. So it's not the end of the world, but it would have been nice to get that way. And then Red gets 15 points for playing a 6 train, as you can see right there. So now it is Blue's turn because he is done. He's played his train cards. He's made some magic happen. And now Blue is at a really weird impasse. He needs one more pink. He doesn't have that pink. He also needs to start collecting orange now because he's going to need a 6 orange. He needs 3 6s in order to get to where he has to go. It's going to be a slow burn. But that also means he has plenty of options for cards to grab. So he's going to grab the orange, and then he's going to grab the yellow. So he's figuring that he's in this for the long haul. He's going to just hope that things kind of work out for him. Now we have Red over here, and Red just kind of needs, he wants to finish that set. So it's from Seattle to New York. He still doesn't even have it connected to Seattle. So what he's going to do real quick is he's also just going to play is 1 black train to get Seattle connected to Vancouver with one of his trains. So he's going to pop that right there. And he's going to try to get that little 3, probably with a green next turn. So he's already making a solid train. Already making a very solid train. Blue, on the other hand, is struggling pretty hard right now. But that's okay. He needs yellow, orange, and pink more than anything else. And that's from Seattle to that's from Winnipeg to Montreal. So he also needs a 3. He does have the 3 in blacks. So you know what? Just to start staking some claim, get some point. Also, he gets another point for that 1 train. Just to start staking his claim, he's going to play a 3 train. He's going to play 3 black cards. He's going to get Montreal connected to Toronto. So he's making it. And now they're both in an understanding that they're both in war for the northern border of the United States. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Oops. We'll have to see how that plays out. As he gets, I believe it's 4 points for a 3 train. Yep, 4 points for a 3 train, so he's now on the board as well. Just to sort of stake, you know, hey, I'm here, don't fucking forget about me, please. I love you. And now it is Red's turn. Red says, I'll take that green. Thank you very much. And he sees all these. And he's going to need a 6. So he could actually save all these greens for the 6. Because he's going from where? Seattle to New York. He's going from Seattle to New York. New York it is going to need those greens, actually. So he's going to try to stake that. And then that. He's going to try to make that connection happen. So he's going to grab, he's actually just going to play 2 greens. He's going to play 1 green. He's going to play 2 greens. He's just setting up his little empire there. So now the green space for Seattle to New York has been taken. But actually, no, because there's still a white. There's still 2 pass, and there's no reason for someone to take 2 of those pass. So he's going to play those two greens to instead take this one from from Pittsburgh to Toronto, so that way they can't snipe that because they already kind of have a train going that way. So he's just playing for defense. He's playing defensively. Gets 2 more points because of it. And now he's pretty low on cards, so he's gonna have to spend a few more turns getting some cards. Whereas, unfortunately, Blue's also gonna have to be doing that. He doesn't need any reds right now. He still can go like that, and he can make it into Denver just fine. Actually, he's going to Santa Fe, so he can still get there just fine. He will take one off the top for a green, really great. And he will take another one off the top for a red. Alright, cool. So he does have all these reds. He could make something happen with them, but obviously not this turn. He is like every fucking color of card, but black right now, which is kind of funny. And it is now their turn. He says, hey, I could use that green so I can get that train built there. And lots of reds. I don't know if it still is. I don't think it's the same for like I think if all 5 of these are the same, we'll probably shuffle them out. But I don't think that's a rule. But honestly, with all these reds, hey, there's no reason not to just grab one and then start a little red empire in case I need some filler trains, you know? Because he still needs to get that. So there's a lot of potential for that to happen with those cards there. So now we have for blue. Man, it is a rough ride for blue. What does he even need? He needs to get there to there to there to there to there, which he's already successfully done. So he just needs oranges, yellows, and that pretty badly. For now, he's just going to set up his other little station. Actually, he doesn't need to worry about that because that's a 2 spot. So there's no competition for that right now, which is good. So he just needs more cards. He really just needs more cards. He just also needs Vancouver to Santa Fe. So he's going to be going down there. He needs some greens and then that. So he doesn't need green, or he can do a pink into a red or yellow. He does have the yellow already set up for that. So he doesn't need the red. He just needs more pinks. He really just needs more cards that aren't on the table right now. So he's just going to start his own little blue empire because he's the blue team. So he's going to grab that. I guess he's grabbing that one too. Okay, and there's all the fucking reds. So many of the same color. Red's now saying, hey, I like what he's having. I'll take some of those reds. And then a green. Ooh, he actually might want the green more. Well, actually, no. It doesn't really... The color isn't matter right now for him. He's going to grab another red. So he grabs another red and reveals a wild card token. Ooh, scary, suspicious. So now it is Blue's turn. Blue says, man, I am so screwed. I'll take that green, I guess. He gets the green. Grabs that out for a red. He says, screw, give me the blue. Whatever. Doesn't matter. And he gets a pink. Finally, some pink showing. Let's see. He's still focusing on Seattle to New York pretty badly. He's got to get that Seattle to New York train down. But then he has to get from New York to Dallas. So he's going to be there. He's already going to have that train set up. He's going to need like some yellows and maybe some whites or just a bunch of random little colors in between. Yellows and greens are the main things that he needs. Other than just a bunch of the same color. So he's going to keep grabbing some reds until he sees some yellows and greens. So he's going to grab that. He's going to grab the red. He sees an orange, which we actually need over here. So he's taking the orange and a black. He doesn't really need the black anymore because he's not going that way. He's going this way. He's taking... I guess he could go like that. And actually, he could go like that and skip the 6 pink necessary thing. But also, that would mean a lot less points at the end of the game. So he's probably going to still run it. Because he actually only needs to one more. I grabbed an orange, right? And I'm going to grab a pink to finish off my 6 pink cards. Which is pretty exciting. I'm pretty sure that's all I did. If I grab another card, I'm sorry. I'm cheating. But, hey, I forget sometimes. Back to red. Red says, hey, I need... What is that? A 6? He's got the 6 set up there. He only needs one more red. He's going to grab that red, and then he's going to see what else is there. Another blue. We don't really need any of those. He's going to grab one right off the top. And hey, that worked out for him very much so. He got a wild card, which is pretty crazy. But now what's crazy is that per blue, sorry, is going to play his own 6 train. He's going to play 6 pinks for the Toronto to... Oh, no, sorry. Is that Toronto? Yeah, Toronto to Duluth, which I don't even know where Duluth is. Duluth and me crazy, I guess, but I have no idea. So he's playing that 6 train for a smacking 15 points to get him in the lead now. He's actually in the lead, which is insane. which probably won't last for too much longer because now it's their turn and they're also planning on building a train. They got 6 reds, so they are going. Actually, you know what? Before they do the 6 reds, let's get. Actually, no, because they're not going for that now. So we know that. So I'm gonna go for the 6 red trains for another 15 points. So they're going uppy, uppy. Oops, we're going uppy, uppy, uppy there. So he's connecting his trains very, very smoothly. So another 15 points. So he goes from 18 to 33. So he's still in the lead, but again, he doesn't have as much of a dearth of cards down there to play with. He still has to keep drawing. Whereas he could be playing more, but I don't think he can. He's such a wide variety of cards that none of them are very helpful right now. Yeah, he's kind of in a shitty spot. He needs oranges bad. Again, he doesn't have a whole lot of room for wild card necessity. He's even with I mean, he could go down there and play all those blues to get there and then there to Santa Fe. To sort of avoid having to save up for all these dang yellows that aren't popping up. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll have him do that. So he'll grab one of those and he'll grab another blue. All works out there. Oh, this gets played. So that means that there's 3. So we have to reshuffle all of this. Oops. I'm going to reshuffle that anyway. So it all works out. We got the blue. We got the orange. He does need orange. Orange and yellow. Orange. Oh, they actually do still need orange and yellow. I guess we can do orange and then the pink cut off there to sort of connect that to where it has to go. Yeah, we could do that instead of going for the yellows. But then we need more pink, which we don't have. So we'll see how we're going to connect that later. But for now, we have this guy, and he says, "Hey, just to make sure he doesn't cuck me, I'm going to play my 2 greens, just there, just to connect all my trains." Just to be cool. Going up to 35 points. All he needs is that 3 there. And then he also just needs a little... Oh, he's going to use those greens there. But he has the whites there. So he'll hope to grab that. So I think he has a wild. So he's not too worried about it. Whereas here, we are just going to play a train. We're going to play our 6 blues over here. We're going to be going from Portland to Salt Lake City. Because we don't have much of options anyway, and then we can get those yellows going there, and then we have the whites going there, so we really just need the one. Okay, so we're going to be able to connect this one pretty easily. It's just this that's going to take a lot of time, but I think if we just go pink into orange, that'll have to be the way we do it. We get another 15 points, so it goes from 19 to 34. So yeah, we are just barely trailing behind, as it's now Red's turn, and Red says, "Hey, this all worked out. I'll take that white card, thank you, and I'll take that white card, thank you." So it all works out. So next turn he's going to be able to finish off his little thing, his whole train there, or he's wanting to get that there. I think he wants to do that one, because then even if he gets cucked there, he can still do the 4 train there to link it. So it all works out. It's fine. Whereas over here, we're going to be playing once again another train. We're going to be playing a 3. On the yellow, we're going to be going from Salt Lake City to Denver. So there we go. It's another 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And turn passes back over to Red, who is going to be playing his own little 2 train for a solid 2 points. Now technically on the back burner, but he has his connection to New York. So all he needs to do is go from Calgary to Seattle or Calgary to Vancouver. And honestly, either way, it will work out. And he will have his main train figured out, which is pretty nice. However, we have him kind of focusing on both, which might kick Red in the ass for not thinking about this a little bit sooner. But he already has a Winnipeg connection, and he needs to get to Little Rock, which is only down there. So he really just needs some yellows and some whites to get to there. And then from there, he's already got his connection to Dallas pretty much handed to him. So he's looking pretty good. They're both looking very, very good right now. But now we go back to Blue, who says, "Hey, does he really need these greens ever?" He doesn't think he's ever going to need these greens. He's going to take these greens. He's going to play another 2 train, going up to 40 points. He's playing from Denver to Santa Fe. So now he has his Santa Fe connection. He just needs to get to Vancouver, which is this little Seattle train there. And then he sees 2 little trains going into Vancouver. And then he will have his connection to there. And then he just needs all his oranges and all his yellows. It's their turn now. He needs yellow too, though. So he's also going to start grabbing those probably. Yeah, he's going to start grabbing some yellow. And he can't grab the wild. He doesn't need any of those. He's going to grab off the top. He gets a black. Not the best, but it's not bad either. It works. It works, you know. So let's see. So now it is Blue's turn. Blue needs that orange very badly, so he's not sparing any expense. He also needs the yellow, so he's grabbing the yellow. Back over to red now. Sorry, I keep moving the camera. I told myself I wasn't going to. Back over to red. He could grab. He only just grabbed the wild. He's just grabbing it. It hasn't failed him before. Damn, that's unfortunate. And now Blue's going to steal that right from over his nose. He really needs that. He's going for a one off the top. Ah, I got a blue. Okay, that's fine. There are some more blues. Get some random cards a little thrown in there. We have this now. He does need to get 3 of the same color to finish that off. So he's going to grab the black, and then he has the wild card if he needs to finish it with that. He's going to grab at the top, and he gets a red. Okay, that's fine. Get some ideas brewing in his brain, I guess. Let's see. Does he just want to finish that connection, or does he want to? I think he wants to keep going for more trains, because there's no competition to get his train connected to there. So there's nothing wrong with that. His main worry is getting this whole section filled up. Because he could connect it just by doing that and that, but I think he's going for glory. He's already halfway there. You may as well just keep going. Plus, there's barely been any freaking oranges anyway, so he's going to go off the top here. He gets a pink. Which he does he still need? Actually, yeah, because I was gonna give up that yellow trade, wasn't I? I was gonna give up that whole yellow spiel. Yeah, wasn't I gonna do that? Wasn't I just gonna give that up? But you know what? We'll play. I think so. I think we were gonna get rid of that idea. So we'll grab another pink. Whereas we have here, he's got only the 1 yellow. He needs 4. He does have 2 wilds. He could save those for that. He's gonna grab the red. And then, he's grabbing the yellow. I was going to grab the other red so you can just have the train needed for there. Oh, but then a yellow pops up. And now he's like, he could grab the yellow and just go for glory there. Which would be kind of silly, but would also be kind of awesome. So I think he's going to do it. That just seems fun. That's what I would do. And he's going to grab that orange one. He also needs the orange one. He definitely needs the orange one. He should have just grabbed the orange one. Another yellow has taken place, and he's grabbing the yellow. And it's a white. He's going to grab the red to reveal a pink. Okay, there we go. So now it's Blue's turn. Blue's going to grab that pink. And then Blue is going to grab another blue. We'll grab it. Or wait, hold on. What does he need to do? He needs to get that and that at least. And then a couple of those. And then he has everything he needs connected. So his main worry, yeah, he'll go grab an extra blue. Sure, why not? It is now Red's turn. Red says, Jenga. And he's going to play a wild. And he's going to play his 3 yellows. Oh, I didn't replenish that. It's an orange. Okay, so he played a 4 train for 7 points. So he's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 44 points. He's playing his Pittsburgh to Nashville. That's Nashville. It's Pittsburgh to Nashville. Now all he needs to do is get either 2 and then 2, or a 3 white train. He's probably going to go for the 2 and 2. Either way, it's worth the same amount of points, so it doesn't really matter. He already does have the 2 and 2, kinda, but not really now that I think about it. But it's fine, we'll figure it out. And now it is Red's turn. Not Red's turn, it's Blue's turn. Blue says, I need that orange more than I need to place that pink one, so he's going to do that. He's going to grab that. He was really hoping for another one. He's going to grab the yellow, I guess, because why not? And a wild train has appeared. So now it is Red's turn again. Red says, He's going to play his 2. He's going to play his... You know what? He's going to grab a wild card. Which I think makes sense. And now he's grabbing his final orange card, which is pretty huge. And he'll grab one off the top. He gets a green. Cool. Green's whatever. Because now he can do some fun stuff here. He can do his little 3 train for red, going up from Calgary to Vancouver. So he does connect that train pretty dang nicely for 4 more points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now it's Blue's turn. Blue says, hey, I did it. 6 oranges, please. Going from... Duluth to Helena. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, oops, a 5, a 6 for another 15 points, goes up to 55 points. And now, he just needs to connect that and a couple more little things, or he can go for his yellow. He still hasn't really decided yet. He's thinking about it. Back over to red, he's going to play his 2 blacks to go from Nashville to St. Louis for 2 more points. Goes up to 50. And then we're going to go over here, and we're going to... What do we want to do? I really don't know. We could keep trying to draw for that. We could keep trying to draw for the yellows, or we can just secure it. I don't know. I feel like I do kind of just want to draw the yellows, you know? I feel like that would be more cool. And we're only 2 away. But we can always just secure the connection and then just not even worry about it. So yeah, we're gonna go for that. We're just gonna secure the connection for 4 points. Go up to 59. Just so that we have that, and then we can do the next couple turns, just doing some small ones there to make sure that we are fully connected with our Korean roots there. And then we can start grabbing more, which is pretty cool. Back over here, he's going to play his 2 wild card. Actually, no, he doesn't really need to do that. Does not necessarily need to do that. He's going to grab the 2 blacks. He's going to grab a black. He's going to grab a black. If that was yellow, that would have been crazy. Blue is going to just grab that yellow because he sees a yellow. And lots of white. Lots and lots of white. He's going to start his white collection up. Just in case he needs it, you know? Because if he goes for more tokens and he needs to go, like, over here or something, he's going to need a lot of whites over here or something. You're going to need a lot of whites. So we'll grab some of those. A black pops up. So now it's their turn. He's playing those 2 blacks he just drew to get from St. Louis to Little Rock. And now he just needs to get to Dallas. And he's connected all of his routes as well. He's connected all of his routes, which is nuts. It's crazy. But he's did it. It was just pretty dang good. Pretty dang cool. He's going to draw off the top. Or does he want a white? We'll grab a white, because again, we're trying to start a little white collection. An orange he no longer needs. We'll grab another white. And a green pops up there. Let's see. He's going to grab the 2 blues, just so he doesn't have to get rid of all his little wild cards just yet. And we are still 1 shy. We'll grab that one there. I really wanted that other yellow. Let's grab one more. It's an orange. Okay, that's fine. Back over to here. He plays those 2 blues once again. He goes from Little Rock to Dallas, and now he's also connected all of his lines for another 2 points. 1, 2, which is actually nuts. Actually kind of nuts. If the points are wrong, by the way, it's very easy to find out. I'm just not going to count it because that takes a hot second to do that, and I'm a little lazy right now. A little strung for time. We'll say that much. Okay, so now it is Blue's turn. Blue says, hey, he's almost out. Actually, no, they're about the same on trains. About the same in like how many trains they have. He says, screw it. I'm just going to... No, I want that extra... He's drawing up the top. Orange. Drawing up the top again. Yellow. He got it. Wow, that's crazy. So now it's his turn here. He's going to... probably get some more tickets. So how these work, by the way, is he draws 3 more. So he's going to draw 3 more, and he can keep... He has to keep 1, but he can keep 1, 2, or 3. I'm like pretty sure that's correct. And if I'm wrong, I'm not going to tell you. Not going to tell you at all. So these are the options he can do. And obviously some of these he might already have finished. Like Duluth? Oh, he doesn't have Duluth. Never mind. San Francisco to Atlanta. So he doesn't have any of these. And these are all much further away from everything that he even has. He can't really get to Duluth very easily. But he probably could. It's just a lot of those little smaller trains, though. He wants something big. He wants a lot more points. He still has a little bit of a deficit there. San Francisco to Atlanta. He doesn't really have any of the foundation for that laid yet. And it's getting pretty close to the end of the game. Los Angeles to Miami is also just not even on his radar. He's going to grab Duluth to El Paso. And he'll El Paso on these 2. For the time being, just because it's a little too risky. He doesn't want to afford losing like 30 more points, you know. So that's his turn. His turn is over. Back over here, I'm playing my 6 yellows. to connect this puppy over here for another 15 points, which is a little bit of a waste for these, but hey, you know, we did it. It's a little too late to change it from 59 to, was that's 74. Pretty sweet. We're looking very good. It's crazy. It's a pretty close game regardless though, because he doesn't have nearly as much of this. He's gonna get like 30 points from this. He's gonna get like 50 if he completes all these. So until he gets more tickets, I'm still think Red's gonna win. But now it is Red's turn. Red sees that he just needs a fucking ton of random cards that are all the same. So he's gonna grab a green, and he's gonna grab a green. And now it is our turn here. He's going to play a blue for just a simple 1 point. So he can get his connection to Seattle. We have him there. He says, hey, I need those blacks because they're the same color. He's grabbing both of those blacks. And now we have him playing one more for another point to just make his proper connections. Now everything is connected. Everything he has is connected. So he's probably going to grab some tickets on the next turn. But in the meantime, he sees he needs a 2, a 2, a 1, and a 2. He's going to grab a pink, and he's going to flip, and he's going to grab a pink, and it's going to flip. So now he's pretty set up to get that connection. He just needs to get 4 reds, which is kind of rough. It's a really rough ask, especially considering that someone's hoarding some of the reds. But he also has 2 wilds, so he's already like halfway to the reds, theoretically speaking. So now it's Blue's turn. Blue says, I want tickets. Give me tickets. Actually, he's going to double check. Vancouver to Santa Fe. And Vancouver to Montreal. Okay, so yeah, he's good. He's grabbing some tickets. He's grabbing 1. I guess I could... No, he's grabbing 1. He's grabbing 2. He's grabbing 3. Which ones is he going to keep? He's going to go flip, flip, flip. New York to Atlanta. Denver to El Paso. He's actually about to complete, so he'll take that one for just a free 4 points. And then Helena, he is connected to Helena. He needs to go from Helena to Los Angeles. He only needs to do a little bit more work there to get that one, so he'll take that one as well. And New York to Atlanta, he has nothing set up for that, so he's not going to bother with that one. So he's grabbing 2 of those tickets. So they're pretty low-scoring tickets, but they are very easy for him to complete. Just to give him a little bit more objectives to do before the end of the game, because we are coming down to the end. Ooh, actually, we are coming down to the end, aren't we? So, yeah, he'll be fine, because he can play all those 8 trains. He's going to be able to play all 8 trains pretty soon, actually. Actually, he can do it, like, in the next few turns, which is kind of nuts. Whereas we still have some work to do to get our El Paso connection, which is really unfortunate. Well, we could... Ooh, you know what we could do? You know, let's do this. Let's grab that green. And let's grab that green. There we go. We have them doing this. He needs to just get to El Paso real quick, right? Yeah, Denver to El Paso. He's just going to play his 2 reds to play 2 trains, get 2 points, and big chill. Also, this gets flipped. He sees the oranges that he was going to use to do that, but he doesn't really need to do that. Because you can just do it with all the whites. He has a 3 and a 3 with all of his whites, and he taps out all of his trains. So he's going to do that in the next 2 turns. And I don't know what he thinks, but he's going for some crazy. He's going for another 15 train. He's going to be playing from Houston to El Paso, because instead of waiting for those reds, he's just going to go down there. And so he still has 7 trains, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, he actually doesn't even have enough trains to complete his connection doing that. So that was kind of an oopsie. That was a very big oopsie, but you know what? The pain's already been staked. And now he goes from 54 to 69. Yikes, that's actually a problem. Actually, it doesn't necessarily have to be, because we can just connect that. Actually, yeah, we're fine, because then we can connect that, and we can just connect that. And then we have it technically connected. So he just needs a 4 connection. He needs a 3 and a single connection. So he's fine. He'll be okay. Because for those of you who don't understand, Duluth to El Paso. He goes El Paso to Houston, Houston, Dallas, to Little Rock, to St. Louis. He follows his whole train there to here, but then it just cuts into Duluth. So he just needs a 1. He needs 1 of any of these, and then he'll be fine. Whereas over here, 1, 2, 3. He's playing his 3 for a 1, 2, 3, and the game isn't over yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, because he's 0, 1, or 2 trains. He has 3 still, so the game still continues normally. He's going to grab that wild card. Or does he want to play a train? I don't really know. I think he's kind of boned. Yeah, because whatever he does, he's gonna finish. And he's gonna everyone. I think yeah, he's only gonna get one more turn after that, so he's kind of just screwed regardless. Dang, he's like, yikes. I mean, yeah, I feel like I don't know what to do. I honestly have no idea. Like, yeah, 'cause even grabbing off the top isn't gonna solve any problem here. So he's going to play the one pink to just get that little connection, I guess. Whilst he plays his last three trains. Plays his last three trains to Los Angeles, and he doesn't have any more trains, so everyone only gets one more turn. He does this, and he unfortunately cannot finish the connection because he's still, or could he have? If he could have, I'll do it that way, but yeah, because he needs that. That's the thing that would have gotten him there, because otherwise it's gonna take a lot more turns to do that. Yeah, there's just no way he could have done it. He could have done the pinks there, but he still would have had a whole freaking thing to go through. So yeah, he wouldn't have had enough turns. So as unfortunate as it is, he does get the little extra point there, but he's unable to make the connection happen, which is a shame. So he's gonna lose 10 points. I think blue kind of. I think we already kind of know that blue kind of swept that, but hey, let's see how the scoring goes for everybody. So we'll score reds first. So this is the end game. He left with 6 trains. That's a lot of trains to be left with. He did not play them super efficiently, but which is a shame because he looked like he was on the winning side here. But Winnipeg to Little Rock. He's got Winnipeg. Travels over to Little Rock. He does that for an 11 points. So he goes up to 81. So that one's good. Seattle to New York. He has his Seattle connection stringing all the way over into here, into New York. He gets to 22 points from that. So he goes up to 103. Dallas to New York. He's at New York. He's got his ass to Dallas. Another 11 points. But we're not even going to worry about that because he loses 10 points for not getting from Duluth to El Paso because he has nothing touching Duluth at all. So that he only really gains 1 point for that, which is really unfortunate for him. But let's see if it's enough for blue to take it. So Vancouver to Santa Fe. He's got his Vancouver, blah, blah, blah. He then Santa Fe. That's 13 points right there. So 13 brings him to 95. Then we have, okay, maybe this is a wash. Vancouver to Montreal. Gets over there, gets up to 115, and then he gets another 12 points because Denver to El Paso be completed, and Helena is connected to Los Angeles. That's another 12 points, so he goes up to 127. Dang, man, that's really unfortunate. Had he had one more turn, let's just pretend that he had one more turn, right? Because Blues won. Even with, I do think let's play longest road. Let's play longest railroad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 37 is his longest connection there, which is a pretty long connection. It's one continuous road. So like if I do this, it then branches off, so I can do like a loop around there. I wouldn't do the loop there. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, maybe it's a no, maybe it's a wash. Maybe it's a wash from the get-go there. But had he completed that, had he had one more turn, all right, let's just pretend. Let's just play pretend for a second here. He would have had one more turn. He would have played his last 3 trains going there. It would not have helped him win the longest road, but he would have at least gotten an extra 4 points and an extra 10 points for completing El Paso. But then yeah, that's literally it. He gets 118 points. Very good, very high scoring games, but they lost. But red lost. Blue did succeed. Blue wins. That was Ticket to Ride. Again, go play it if you want. It's fairly expensive. I think it's usually like 45-ish bucks, at least for everywhere that I'm able to find it. But I got it for like $10 at Marshall's, so I was pretty cool, pretty lucky there. So, but hey, it's here on tabletop. If you can't find it or afford it there, it's right here for you to play. No one's gonna shame you. No one, or maybe someone will, but I'm not gonna shame you for it. because I do that all the time. So thank you all, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.